They just look it up, Google it. Google is a helpful tool.
Who's your newest impression?
I mean, some sports ones that I did on ESPN. I did this segment, the 30 for 30. What if I told you? That segment. But those are sports.
Yeah, you know what? You started doing a guy that you did it in here. I'd never heard of him before, seen him before, and then I watched the Super Bowl and started watching stuff, and I saw him. John Grunden or something.
John Gruden.
John Gruden's great.
Yeah.
John Grunden. I'll tell you what, man. You better get that name right. Big time stuff. They call him Chucky because he looks like that killer dog. He's got the most positive outlook on life. A piano could fall on him. If that happened to us, we'd get hurt. A piano fell on John Gruden. Be like, I'll tell you what, man. That piano fell on me. That hurt a little bit, but it sounded pretty cool. My sinuses are cleared, man. That's some pretty good stuff right there. He was an interesting.
He's kind of like the new John Madden.
See, people will say that. They're like, he's the new John Madden. No, completely the opposite. John Madden would tell you things you already know. He'd say things like, hey, that guy's got mud on his jersey. And they tell you how to make mud. You got dirt over here and water over here, and boom, that's how you make mud. Gruden's more like Dennis Miller. Remember when Dennis Miller did Monday Night Football for a little bit? He's like, that's like Agnon Khashoggi waiting in line at the Matterhorn at Disney World. Even Stephen A. Smith from ESPN's going, I'm incredulous to the entire situation. It's more like that, and Gruden doesn't have the references, though, in his head completely yet. Yeah. So he's working through them like he's on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yeah. He's like, hey, that play was magical, man. What was that name of that school? Harry Potter went to Hogwarts. I'll tell you what, I don't care if you're Minerva, McGonagall, Albus, Dumbledore, or Severus Snape. You're Harry Potter. You're pretty good at the game of Quidditch, man.
So he asks the question and he thinks it out.
I need to be a part of Slytherin right now, man. These guys, Gryffindor's going to take these guys down, man. Take a look. He is the chosen one.
All right, so who was the very first voice you did?
Mine. All I can think of every time I look at you, I just want to turn and go, as Morgan Freeman, go, you are the special.
Did you see that with your boy yet? Did Joey love the Lego movie?
Oh, yeah. It was a blast.
Yeah, we went to go see that. My kids are, it's actually, it lets you know how fast things move in a kid's world, because that might be the fastest moving movie I've ever
seen.
seen.
I like the twist because you think it's going to be just like Toy Story, and it's nothing like Toy Story at all. It's not, I mean, because of that twist, I don't want to give it away. I don't know, and not everybody's seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
There's a part where you go, oh, I see dead people. And it's like, it's that same kind of revelation where you're like, this whole movie made sense now. No, it's not a dream.
No, it's just cool. It's just cool. They
Bruce Willis is there.
Can you do Bruce Willis?
I was trying. I don't know.
Can you do Quentin Tarantino?
I'd have to think about it.
Don't think about it.
This is. I don't know. He's got a little bit of a lisp.
What have you done that surprised you? Like, oh, that's a little easier to do than I thought it was to do.
I don't know. Usually they just take some time. It's funny because sometimes if I try it with like a knee-jerk reaction kind of thing where I hear something and just do it right away. I was on another station over here down the hall a little bit ago, and a guy has a funny laugh, and I just started doing the laugh, and it was just like his laugh, and like just kept going back and forth. So that's something you'll edit out.
Can you do James Vanderbeek?
Hi, I'm James Vanderbeek.
Wow,
impressive.
I'm Dawson. Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever called anywhere just because
years ago, and I would get in trouble? I hate
just on your own. Like, let's say you're calling Best Buy and you just did a voice just to see if they, like, not say who you were.
Yeah,
but
like, hey, how you doing? Just wondering, you got any Happy Madison movies or anything like that? Do me a favor. Let me buy grown-ups, too. My friend Chris enjoyed that movie as well. And Kevin, we all had a great time. And it's time to go.
Did you ever do Chris Farley?
Yeah, I used to do that all. Dear sweet heaven, what's going on here?
My kids just watched Tommy Boy last week.
Oh, isn't that something?
Yeah, and it was great.
That is one of the greatest movies of all time.
I went to bed while they were watching. When I woke up in the morning, they were eating breakfast. They're like, Daddy, fat guy in a little coat.
I used to do that in my act after I would take a jacket off on stage, and I'd take the jacket off halfway through, and I'd start doing a fat guy in a little coat.
God, you sound just like him, man.
You ever seen Chris Farley's brother? His brother, Kevin, looks exactly like him. Like a bald version of him. And then John, I had a show, Frank TV for a while. When I had that show, John Farley was my favorite person to have on the show because he was just fun to watch. He would have little parts, but he'd make them huge. And you'd be like, oh, man, this is like a thin Chris Farley. This is great.
Dude, you really sound like Chris Farley when you do it.
Well,
do one more. Can you do one more?
Turn into Morgan Freeman. You hear that? Dear sweet heaven, what's going on here? Okie dokie. Wow. Bring it down, and it becomes Morgan Freeman once again.
Richard.
I love that.
What was the?
He's the guy
No,
that
he's got-
died that I miss the most.
Does this
Chris
suit
Farley.
make me, does this suit make me look fat?
Which way to the workout room? What was that line?
Richard or Chris Farley says, "Does this suit make my face look fat? Or does this make me look fat?" He goes, "No, your face does." Anyway, Frank, it's good to talk to you. It's always good to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I
You
appreciate
still
it.
doing ESPN stuff? Will you be doing it for the next football
I'll
season?
be doing
and
stuff
all
for the
that?
draft, not the football draft, the U.S. Army.
When you do that stuff, like I saw the bit that we were doing and we all retweeted it. You spend hours in makeup?
Yeah, that was 2 days at my house, just going from. Oh, what we do is put on a nose and a chin, and then you just switch the wig and put glasses on. It would change the guy. It would look totally different. You wouldn't even realize that. I was talking to the guys who did the makeup for me, the people who did it. They also do Key and Peele, and it goes back to Mad TV. So they were talking about the East-West football game
Yeah,
when those
that's
guys
hilarious.
do that.
It's really funny.
They've done like 52 makeup changes in 3 hours or something like that, where they just change. It's an amazing process.
That's a lot of work.
So we did something. It was they did smaller, quicker changes, but a lot more of them. And we just did. It was 11 impressions in 2 days, and it came out. It was one of the best things I've ever done. So I was glad. It was one of those things where you think at the beginning, you're like, this could be great. I hope it doesn't get screwed up along the way, and they did it even better than I'd hoped.
You're like the first YouTube guy, really comedian, to really get a big lift from YouTube, right?
Originally, yeah. I mean, I was the number one thing on YouTube at the very beginning. Like I had like 1 million or 2 hits, and when nobody had anything, and then I think I got beat by cat getting killed by squirrel or dog with fishing pole in the eye.
You know what? When the very first American Idol came on, do you remember the first American? It was on Fox.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you how I know you were there. The other day, I was looking for a picture in a I can't remember what picture it was. I was going through old photo albums. I was looking for a picture online. I'm going through all these pictures, and the girl on our show back in the day, 13 years ago, was Shannon Black. Remember Shannon?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want to go to American Idol. They gave us, so we said, you go. So she went to American Idol, and she took all these pictures with all these celebrities. And I just found the pictures, and it's you and Shannon in a picture together. It's hilarious. He looks like he's 9 years old. There's like Jamie Foxx was there. He was there. Brian Dunkelman, a couple of random people there. And I was, oh my God, there's Caliendo.
Yeah, Ray Romano was sitting like 2 seats down from me. Oh, this is fantastic.
I got to get that picture. I'm going to text it to you so you can see it because you want to see it.
Yeah, I bet.
You'll love her. Well, Frank, good talk. TempeImprov.com. You can see with the ESPN NFL Countdown at the Tempe Improv all weekend. Saturday sold out. Friday show sold out too.
You can't go. You can't go this weekend.
There's a late show Friday and a late show Saturday available, and then Sunday is the charity show. 100% of the door. The tickets goes to Center for Educational Excellence and their PTO, and they're buying books and stuff like that for the kids.
TempeImprov.com. Thanks, dog.